Just look at all your failures and mistakes. And if they really knew you, there's no way they could love you anyway. Oh, but I will fight the lies with the truth. Oh, keep my eyes fixed on you. I will sing the truth into the dark. I will use my fight.
Hello and welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood. Oh my goodness. A lot happened all in 2 seconds. You okay?
I am. I think that this needs to be flopped over, but it's okay. It's fine. I won't unplug anything with my knee
I don't know
while
if
we're
that's
talking.
true.
It's probably not, but that's okay.
Probably. It may happen. It may happen. I'm not going to say it's probably going to happen. It might. And
It
if it does,
might.
we'll deal. It's going
Yeah.
to be fine. Oh my God.
Totes fine.
Everything's good.
It's
Everything's
fine.
good. Everything's great.
Can you even see the screen while you're doing that?
No. But it feels like we're really dark.
The screen is covered though. How do you know it's dark?
I can see the little screen.
The little 1 inch screen, the little 1 inch by half an inch screen. Oh, bless you.
Oh, goodness.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Since the last time
We
have
recorded.
met,
Yeah.
an historic event has occurred.
Has it?
Yes.
What?
For everyone watching, Tim is in the room.
Oh.
Tim knows exactly what I'm referring to, I'm pretty sure.
What? What has happened?
For the first time in history, not really in history, but since 1960 something, which I guess is really a long time if you look at it, because we're not in the 90s anymore.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Texas Rangers won the World Series.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. My head was not in baseball.
Not in baseball. Not in baseball at all. I saw my sweatshirt on the screen with the mighty Peagle, which I made fun of for half the season, even though I have it on my sweatshirt.
I hate it.
It's a bad name for sure.
It's a Peagle?
I like the concept.
Please explain it.
Okay,
because-
so it's the something about a city. What's the word? Well, no, but like they did like all of the teams across the league did
Wait.
some kind of like
Wait,
city
wait,
something.
Wait. That's
jersey.
That's a Panther Eagle.
It is a panther and an eagle because the Fort Worth Cats. And then also apparently like in Dallas or something, there used to be a minor league team that was the Eagles.
But
So
what
they
does that have anything
created
to do with the Rangers.
Because all of the teams did like a collaborative city. I don't remember what they called it. It was like a city something. I'm just going to keep saying the word city over and over. But it was like a collaborative thing that was supposed to represent like baseball as a whole in their location.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Texas Rangers like took all the minor league teams and created the
A
Peagle.
Which sounds like
Beagle.
Kegel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time that I heard the word Peagle, I sat there and went through all the things that
All
it
of the
sounded
rhyming
like
words.
and all the rhyming words. And it was actually a lot of fun. We don't have to do that right now, though.
Let's don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already said Kegel. We've only been
I
recording
know.
for
4 minutes and
4
55
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah.
We got there fast today.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
I listen, this one I don't mind, but there are some T-shirts with all of this design. It's
Yeah.
too many things.
It
There are
is
too many
things.
concepts.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I feel like as a whole, I could get no. I'm not gonna no. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit trail
Right.
because I will never come back. I have very big opinions about graphic design and fonts and mixing of fonts and watching the t-shirt designs that I'm guessing Gen Z that is newly working in in Major League Baseball and for these athletic brands. What they have done. I'm sorry. The World Series t-shirt that the entire world is wearing right now is the ugliest
Which
t-shirt.
one?
The ugly one that the whole team got, and then those disgusting black snapback hats with the gold snapback that they were all wearing backwards when they were talking to the press.
I don't remember a
So
gold snap.
it was gold.
I
It
may
was
have
gold.
turned it off to go to sleep.
You were asleep by then. Yeah. It was not just gold.
Yeah.
It was this color gold.
Oh, wow.
And you can buy them now for like $50
Yeah.
at Academy. You know what Academy did? All right. Because every school district in Texas decided,
Had a Texas
hey,
Ranger Day.
Texas Ranger Day is Friday.
Yeah.
So they took all of their
Because also half the state traveled to Arlington that day.
They took all of their Rangers themed anything.
Yeah.
They put it at the front of the store and they upped the price on every Rangers item.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
they
couldn't
did.
find a youth size Rangers t-shirt for less than $30.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly ones. Couldn't find one for less than $29.75. The men's the just adult sizes started at $40, and
Yeah.
those ugly gray t-shirts that they all were wearing, that Fantic is it Fanatic?
Fanatic.
Okay, sorry. That Fanatic made and put their logo right there, which was another mistake of all of the design. Were $40, just base price.
I'm
on
so glad
everything.
that I brought this up.
$40.
I have looked
everything.
at many, many shirts, and I have no idea which one you're talking about.
It's the one everyone was wearing, the gray one. The gray one. It said World Series champions, Texas Rangers. And now, we all know that they had the exact same shirt made up for
I know. I
the
want to
Arizona
know
Diamondbacks.
what they do with them.
I don't know.
I
They
wanna know what
probably
they
give
do
them
with
away
them.
to third world countries because that's where you see all of the off-brand, all of the things that they can't sell. They just donate them to.
I want to know what happened to like the 2010 World Series Texas Rangers shirts that
I don't
never
know.
got to be sold.
I don't know. All I know is it's a bunch of waste if they don't get sold. So they
know.
give them away. They probably donate them outside of the country.
That would be interesting. I want to know.
Because
Inquiring minds
while
need to
we've been
know.
on mission trips, we have seen things that definitely came from America that were misprints. We've seen misprints that were Disney franchise things. We've seen misprints that were sports things. Yeah, a lot of stuff that didn't happen. We've seen it.
Stuff that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Or Michael J. Fox went back in time and changed the results.
It's possible. But
and you don't remember it now.
It just didn't happen in other countries.
Yeah.
He only changed time and what happened in America.
Yes.
Mm,
It's
that's
possible.
also possible. Anyways,
I've been
I
watching
have
Loki,
if you
and
ever
I think it's
if
possible.
you ever want me to start a podcast on fonts and graphic design and my thoughts on that, I will do it.
Maybe you should.
Maybe that should be my TikTok channel.
Yes.
Is no.
How to properly pair fonts. I think that you would have a large following. People need it.
I have very strong opinions about it.
Oh, I'm aware.
And you know, I
was aware before I brought it up.
I will search, I will scour the internet for the right font and then buy it, because I will buy a font before I will use a font that is lesser right.
Yes. Lesser right. That would be the name of the podcast.
Lesser right fonts.
Lesser right fonts. And how not to use them.
Don't use a lesser right font.
I love this conversation.
Get it right. Not lesser right. Or don't write WRITE in a lesser right font. Okay, this is.
I don't even remember what we're supposed to be talking about anymore.
No,
Because this is so much fun.
Yeah, she just pushed a button.
I
On
did.
Purpose. She was like, "Let's do
did.
this."
It kind of was on
the
purpose.
button.
A little bit.
Mhm.
It's fine. It was fun for me. I don't know. I don't know about anybody else.
She got me to say Kegel,
Yeah.
and she got me to say
Left
get
or
off
right.
on fonts. Like, that's really what she got me. I
Yeah.
got off on fonts.
Yeah.
So how we reel this back in, I'm not sure. I think we're done.
I don't think there's a transition
The
on
Holy
that. I think
Spirit-
it's just
the
like
Holy
a
Spirit did not activate.
just Holy Spirit activate.
Okay.
Well, we just gotta just like do a hard cut to a new topic.
Hard cut.
Yes.
New topic.
Yeah.
Done.
To a more right
Yeah.
topic
'Cause that was
instead of a
less right.
lesser right topic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. You and your Pegel can start us.
Oh, okay.
Seriously? Okay.
Seriously, are we moving
We're
into
moving
it?
in. Let's
Okay.
move in.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done enough devolving. Something spiritual. Go. We're coming up on Thanksgiving next week. And
We
that
are. Yeah.
it's
I
not next week
really,
for
like,
us, because we are recording this ahead of time.
It feels
But
like next week.
Thanksgiving is
We're like in the middle of a canned food drive.
it's
And I haven't done the canned food thing. Someone posted a meme, or I don't really know what they're called anymore. You know, the pictures that just have words on them. I'm sure they have a name. I don't.
The font correct? That's why it's not grabbing your attention.
That's probably it. But it was like all of the school activities, like the post itself was really hilarious, but it was just talking about all of the random things that all happen at the same time at school.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can
Absolutely.
you bring 50 balloons to class tomorrow? And oh, hey, the science project was today and I left it at home. And by the way, it's the food drive and it's also a dress up day. Like all of the things. And that is life right now. And I have forgotten at least 2 of them. I know.
I just found out that Josh has a track meet next week. Didn't know he was doing it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing the 100-meter dash." I was like, "You didn't think you should tell us about it?" Oh yeah, it's at Roo Stadium. You're supposed to be there.
Oh.
Awesome.
How is he planning on getting there without telling you about it?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be there with the school.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically my point was that there's so much going on. I'm not ready for Thanksgiving, and it's like tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is today for us. Tim and I are going to our Thanksgiving feast at church.
That's fun.
That's why he's not at work today, because he's helping me get ready for it.
Yeah.
And also he's here right now.
He is, and that hasn't happened in a long time.
No,
Like, it's been a hot minute since he's
I
been
know.
in the room with us.
I know
It's
it.
fun. Like, he fixed all these problems that we didn't even know we had.
I know. You're probably hearing us better today.
Yeah.
Or we're too loud. Who knows?
Who knows?
We won't know until
No.
it's recorded.
Yeah. Just, adjust the volume on
Yeah.
your listening device.
Exactly. Anyway, we've been praying into what we should talk about today. And it is clear that right now, we all know that there is a lot going on. Clearly, there's a lot going on in our lives. There's a lot going on in the world right now. There's a lot going on in our families. And we're heading into the family event heavy season.
Yes.
Next week, we'll all be getting together with our families. And then we've got Christmas coming.
Mhm.
And many of us we have new family dynamics. Some of you may be experiencing separation from family. You may have new family
Mhm.
setups from new family situations, whether that be divorce, separation, death. Like you didn't die, but somebody else did. But
Or even like new
just
relationships, and you
yeah,
have to go experience new people this year.
new people. Exactly. Yes. Or babies. Like good things, bad things, sad
Yeah.
things, hard things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of change. There's a lot of shifting that's happened in the last year. And um in the spiritual realm, there is a lot of heaviness. There's so much happening in the world and in the spirit. And the Lord was, when we were praying about, what before we got here today, like what are we gonna talk about? I was watching a podcast, and the term, it was just the title. It was just the title of this podcast, and it was riding the storms. And it just got stuck in my head, and I felt like the Holy Spirit was just really pressing upon us that that is what he's calling us to do, because this season can be full of a lot of storms, and spiritually speaking, we are facing a lot of storms right now. It is not the time to sit down and lay down and just be like, I'm done. Because we've got a lot more to go. We're just at the
I
beginning.
do that like every day.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I walk into the living room and it's like, oh, there's another load of laundry on the couch. I don't want to. I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah.
And it'll fold itself while I sit here.
If you could see my house right now, you would see where I have been mentally. Everything is more important than the normal everyday things.
Yeah, and then the everyday things become overwhelming, and
fully
you
overwhelmed,
just go
and
to
I am
sleep
in
instead
a
of doing
frozen
them. Yeah.
place at home. Yeah. Totally. And
Yeah.
I can find everything else is more important.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
It's not good for my mental health at all. Housework is not good for my mental health.
No, it's not.
But I believe that the Lord is inviting us to ride the storms and not just get through them. That is what
No, I think that
he's
if we
speaking.
are, I don't know if it's going to come out right, like from my head out my mouth, but if we are being active Christians,
Mm-hmm.
we should never just let the storm happen. Like, we should always
Right.
be riding the storm.
Right.
And not just like watching it pass by or letting it blow us down. Like, okay, I'm going to suit up and then I'm going to sit here and it's not going to knock me over as it passes me by.
Right. There have
No,
been
like,
yeah,
grab it by its tail and ride it out. And
absolutely. There have been seasons where he has taken me into a storm shelter and he has said, this is where I have, you have prepared, I have prepared. You have everything that you need, and I have supplied all of your needs. And this is where you're going to be safe and warm and stay here.
right.
And this is not one of those seasons. He has said, hey, we've got all the stuff that you need. Also, you have an armor of God. And I want you to put all of your armor on. I want you to grab your water. Stay hydrated. I want you to get your time with me daily. Because you have to be able to go out there and stand firm. At the bottom of Ephesians 6, where it talks about the armor of God, in Ephesians 6:13.
I should have brought glasses. This is going to be fun.
At the bottom of
Yeah.
Ephesians 6:13, it says stand
I can't
firm.
see it and have this here at the same time.
Yeah.
Therefore, put on the full armor of God, which we know. We've read that many, many times. So that when after you have done everything, to stand.
Mm-hmm.
Stand firm.
This is not a hurricane party season. We're not going to have a hurricane party where we're sitting on the front porch. We haven't prepared for anything because we're just going to laugh at this storm and, mock it.
Or like in Texas, when they say that there's a storm coming and you live in the area where you're like, no, because I am fully aware of where I live and that all the warm air that's behind me and the city behind me is going to hit all of this air that's coming
I live
towards
on
me
I-20.
from the west.
It's going to go over
And
us.
it's going to go over us, or it's going to split right before it gets here.
Yeah. The thing is, the Lord is saying, prepare, put your armor on, make sure you get your time with me every day. You have to go into this season prepared. Prepared because the enemy has schemes against you. He is coming to attack, and he's attacking you in really sneaky ways that you maybe aren't realizing and identifying as a spiritual attack.
Yeah.
You want to read Daniel 7:25 and talk about that? Because I think that is really important. The wearing down attacks.
I know that this is the...
Go for it. Do it that way.
I'm going to delete group me, y'all.
I think you should. Just be a rebel.
Dude.
Let's all watch Christy
What is wrong with
read
me?
with her phone out like this.
It's true. We want Nasby, right?
Yes, we want
That's what we
Nasby.
want. And we want Daniel.
Yes, Daniel 7:25.
I am struggling right now.
Well, you've got a lot of lights in your face.
I do.
Too.
And this is I'm going all the way to 25. Yeah. I'm scrolling slowly because it's making me dizzy.
Yeah.
Where is it? That's 23, 24. Am I covering? Yeah, my finger was on top of 25. That's why I couldn't see it. I'm on it. Literally. My finger was on it. Whew. That's good.
We can make that bigger. Do you want to make it bigger?
What? Where have you been all my life? Like, how do you know? Okay, we can do that later. I just if I need it bigger, I take a screenshot and then enlarge it. That's what I do, and then I delete the screenshot. Anyway. Okay.
I'll make all the font on
Recover.
your phone bigger. You want me to do that?
Yeah, I
Even
don't want
your
this
text
lesser
message.
font.
No. Did you not know you can make your text messages bigger?
No. How do you make things bigger? I thought everyone just had the bigger phone.
No.
Okay, I'm good. Oh, what did I do? No.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Daniel 7:25.
Yeah. He I'm good. Okay. Ah! He will speak out against the Most High and wear down the saints of the Highest One, and he will intend to make alterations in times and in law, and they will be given into his hand for time and time and a half, and time and time and time again.
So,
How's that not waterproof mascara working for me right in this moment? Are you gonna let me just have it run down my face for the rest of the? Okay. I'm
he
gonna
will
wipe-
speak out against the Most High and
Oh.
wear down the saints of the Highest One. So the enemy is working on wearing you down. Is
Yeah.
anybody else feeling that right now? Because
Yeah.
I sure am. This is a wearing down attack
Yes.
season. Okay.
See, I love when these things come together.
Yes.
Because when we got together, something weird just happened. You started talking about this, and I was like, oh my goodness. My friend Gary texted me this verse the other day.
Yeah.
It fits.
Yeah. It absolutely does.
That's how you know that God wants you to talk about something, y'all.
Here.
See, you're just gonna let me.
I'm not. I couldn't see it. It's this one.
This one?
Yeah.
It's always this one.
Yeah.
It's always this one.
And then you got a little in the middle.
That?
Yeah. Oh, now it's there.
No, now it's all over my face.
You got it.
Did I get it? Okay.
Yeah. We need to switch out that mascara though.
I know.
Yeah.
I just need new. It doesn't always work well when you're out of something and you just find a random one to
Don't do
replace it in
random.
your drawer.
No. Okay. So that affirms that we're feeling worn down. And
Yeah.
then it is not because you're just extra tired. It is the enemy trying to wear you down.
Right.
He is wearing you down, and that is an attack. It's a spiritual attack from the enemy.
Yeah.
So when you
I mean,
and,
like, it makes sense. It
talk
makes
about-
so much
talk
sense.
more about the best yes, and how you maybe have said yes to something and you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, I brought that up earlier
Mhm.
when we were talking about it because, well, I know especially like, was it last year that I was like, just do the thing, just like say yes, do the thing,
Yeah.
because God knows me and I don't want to leave my house. So that was my deal. Like, no, say yes and go do the thing. And a lot of people were like, have you read this book, Your Best Yes?
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't be doing all of these things. Oh, it was a good thing that, I mean, maybe some of them I could have not done, but it was good for me to do those things. But we, when we come against opposition in things, people will say to us, or we might have the thought like, well, maybe I wasn't supposed to do this. Like, this is not working how I thought it was going to. I'm struggling with it. And if it was what God wanted me to do, it should be falling into place, which is not accurate.
No. No.
But from a military standpoint, which I have zero knowledge of, y'all,
You're in the Lord's
makes
army.
sense. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Oh my goodness.
And
I
you
had the
have
thought the
armor.
other day because I don't know if it was like a sermon at church, but they were talking about like end times and something about like, I don't remember, but like Jesus coming back, like riding in on the horse and the armies that follow. And I was like, do I get to ride in on a horse with him? Like, I just got so excited in the moment, and it was really kind of dumb. But at the same time, I was like, can I paint half my face blue, God? Like, I got really kind of excited about it. Like picturing like medieval war, not, I don't know. Anyway, but from like a military perspective, like wouldn't it be easier to just wear down your opponent and make them give up
Mm-hmm.
than to actually have the fight,
Yeah,
knowing that you're going to lose it? Seems like a really smart tactic.
absolutely.
If I am going to encounter a conflict of any kind, especially with my kids, I'm going to wear them down so that they just give up.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing them down so that they stop asking kind of is a smart move.
Yeah.
But we mix it up. We mix it up in our head and think that this is wearing me out. I need to just give this up and get it off my plate.
Yeah.
This isn't working out. Maybe I wasn't the one that was supposed to do it.
Yeah. We're doubting. Listen, obedience is the most important thing these days. Like you have to be obedient and you need to be obedient in the moment. Right away. Like immediate obedience. And if you heard yes and you are doing the thing, the enemy is going to come after the thing the whole time that you're doing it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be like, "Oh, she's being obedient. I'm going to leave it alone." Because God's on that. He's giving her
I
grace.
lost today.
He's given her grace to do that. So I'm going to leave it alone. No, you're
no.
going to be fought. You're going to be in a fight the whole time.
Yeah.
And I don't know who told you that you weren't. If you're experiencing opposition, especially spiritual, especially if you're feeling run down and you're feeling worn out, then I want you to know that you're probably in exactly the right place. And the Lord is giving you grace to keep going. And if you are feeling run out, like you are pouring from an empty cup, go get more water. Period. Don't give up and sit down and be like, "Well, I'm done." One of the things that I've really hated since daylight savings, which has just been since Sunday, okay? Like for us, because we're recording this a couple days after daylight savings. I have been scrolling TikTok, cuz I'm fully, killing time when I shouldn't be. And like every other video is about how people are like, "Oh, well, bring on the seasonal depression. Now daylight savings is here, and now I'm depressed." And I'm just like, "Why would you speak that over yourself? Stop it. It's stop. Stop it. You do not have seasonal depression. You don't have to have seasonal depression.
No.
You're speaking it right into existence."
Yes.
Like what? Listen, I do believe that depression is absolutely a real thing and I have experienced it myself, but do not speak bondage when you are walking in freedom.
Amen.
Period. Mic drop. I do believe right now also this is a manna season. We are experiencing some serious financial hardships. And I think that the enemy is also wearing us down in our finances. And I believe that those of us that are married and that are doing this with a partner, um, our husbands who have a heart to be providers, and those of us that are providing for our families that are single breadwinners, that you are providing for your families, there is an extra burden that you are carrying during this season. And because he is trying to wear us down, and because that is some sort of attack that is on us right now in such a heavy way and a burden, there is an extra burden of financial attack. But the Lord is saying this is a manna season. He is saying this is a time where in the past, especially around Christmas, we've all been able to hustle and go out and like do a side job. Like I'm speaking from like our family. We could hustle, do family portraits, and be able to make enough for Christmas presents and extra stuff. And I don't know, there hasn't been as many inquiries this year, and hopefully, and I'm praying that the Lord still provides in that way. But the side hustle is not as lucrative because other people don't have the expendable income as they used to. That is what I'm experiencing. Um, and the grace just isn't necessarily on it in that way. And I believe that a lot of that is because the Lord is saying that's because you are not going to be able to conjure this up.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're used to relying on yourself to make things happen, he's saying, you're going to have to come outside and let me provide. You will have what you need. I will provide it for you. You will not, I mean, you're not going to go hungry. He is going to fill your mouths with the bread of angels, but it's not going to come the way that you thought it was going to come. The Holy Spirit's going to provide it. And that's going to be hard for a lot of people, and a lot of people that are used to being the provider and the breadwinner of their family, because you're used to relying on yourself. And the Lord wants you to rely on him, which is going to mean more time in with him. And that you do have to make room for. That you can't come up with excuses after excuse after excuse of, I don't have time. I'm just going to give him 5 minutes. No, give him time. Spend time with him. Get up early. Oh, I fall asleep when I wake up. I don't care. Go outside. Do something. Be somewhere where you can't fall asleep. Do something. Get your needs met with the Lord and do it when you wake up. That is really the best time to do it. You need to give him your first fruits. You really do. Like, putting it off till later in the day to give him time. First of all, you don't start your day off right. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Like, I'm a really big proponent of you need to spend time with the Lord first, whether it is turning on worship, like getting up and praying, whatever it is, you need to be giving the Lord first fruits. I try and listen to a teaching or a podcast, especially while I'm making lunches and things. I've gotten into a bad habit of looking through Instagram stories, like when I go to the bathroom in the morning, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I need to stop that
Yeah.
again. Like it's a bad habit that I picked up that I didn't used to do. And I need to get back to where I was in the spirit
Right.
first. We used to be able to stream to our TV music
Mm-hmm.
immediately, and that was the immediate thing. I'd wake up and I'd send music to the TV in the living room so that it was piping through the whole house. Everybody did better in the morning.
Right.
We can't do that anymore because our TV is messed up, and that has changed everyone's mornings.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is different. We're
Oh, yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I don't start my day the same way. And when I come home, it's not still going.
Right.
And because of that, I don't go back into the house and then start a quiet time.
Right.
And I'm speaking to myself in a huge way here. Like, I got to get
It's
back.
true, though. I mean, it's that way at our house also. If we have worship music playing in the morning, it definitely sets everyone's day in the right direction.
Mhm. Yeah. It's important. It's important. You need to be in the Word. You need to be praying all day. You need to be speaking to the Lord all day. Your prayer life does not have to be like, oh, Heavenly Father, da 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 da. You talk to him. Talk to him like he's in the car with you, because he is
Right.
in the car with you. Just you get that in your head. You may not acknowledge that he's there, but he
He
is.
is. It's like, I know that there have been times that I've waited until like later in the afternoon, and then like I have my quiet time, and it's like, well, I've already messed this up today, and then I have like this whole guilt thing of
Yeah.
my morning and how the first half of my day was, and
But that's not at all his
and
heart.
then it like becomes a mind game. And
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not his heart.
right,
He's just been like, I've just been waiting to hang out with you.
yeah,
No guilt here.
yeah,
I just love you. But yeah, I did have some things I wanted to talk to you about.
yeah.
But I'm not saying that in a condemning way.
Mm-hmm.
Condemnation comes from Satan.
Mm-hmm. Who is also the one that wants to wear us down.
Mm-hmm. So you need to be putting on your full armor. This is not hurricane party season. We are going to go and take flight and ride on that storm. You don't have to sit and watch it destroy everything around you. You do not have to allow it to destroy you. You get up above the storm and ride it with the Lord. That is what he is offering to you right now. But we do have to stand firm. We do have to put our armor on. We have to dip into the incredible chest of armory that we have in him, that he's given us. He has equipped us. We are prepared. We've got our preparedness bag ready, and he's giving us manna every day. So what more do you need? Not much.
Right. I keep picturing like someone riding on a tornado.
Yes.
Like with a lasso. Like
absolutely.
rounding up
Lasso the
all the
lightning.
stuff. And yeah.
Yes.
And I keep thinking of like Job when he tells Job, like, who is the one that sends out of the storehouse and controls the storm and controls the winds and the waves and all that. I'm like, why would I not ride the storm knowing the one that's controlling the storm? Like earlier when I was thinking about like how like the moment of excitedness of riding in on the horse with Jesus, because like that he's about to win and you get to be a part of it. It's like the same thing. Like that he's controlling the winds. He controls the storm. Jesus calmed the storm.
Yes.
Why not ride it and ride through the storm with him in that way, in that triumphant way, knowing that he's already won?
Where
Like,
is it?
I don't know.
Where is it? Keep going. I'm looking.
It's somewhere towards the end,
the
because the
end.
beginning of
Yes.
Job is all of his friends talking to him and he responding to his friends. And then the end of the book is him talking to God and God responding back. So I know it's second half of Job, but yeah, I know, the tornado sirens go off and you go take cover, and like, we grew up in Texas and the whole duck and cover thing. But we don't have to duck and cover the storms of life.
At this, my heart pounds and leaps from its place. Listen to the roar of his voice, to the rumblings that come from his mouth. He unleashes his lightning beneath the whole heaven and sends to the ends of the earth. And comes the sound of his roar. He thunders with his majestic voice. This is not what you're talking about, but it's beautiful.
It's not, but that is
I
beautiful.
love it. Man, we don't really think about Job being beautiful, but it really is. I'm looking.
You
could
just
look
Google
it up. You could probably just Google it. No, I'm just going to get lost in Job. Yeah. There's a lot of thunderstorm talk. My goodness. There's like a ton.
There's a lot of storm talk
Yeah,
because
there's a ton of
he
storm talk.
answers him out of the storm,
Yeah.
which, there's something in
Yes.
that just by itself too.
Job is speaking to the storm. Yeah. And then a voice comes out of the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, we don't need to read Job. It's awesome.
It really is. I mean, it made me mad at his friends.
Oh,
but
yeah. Well, I mean, don't have bad friends like Job. They're not helpful at all.
yeah.
But now we've just had a lot of dead air because we've been looking for that specific thing. And we're still doing it.
We're still doing
Yeah.
it. I know.
Tim, you could look for it too.
It's true. I think it's got to be in 38 somewhere, but I could be totally wrong.
That is where I was.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you know who controls the storm, then you should feel comfortable writing it.
Say it with a little more conviction there. If you know who controls the storm, then you should feel comfortable writing
I'm just,
it.
after all of our quietness of trying to figure out what that was, because I like we really do come prepared, but then sometimes we're like, oh, what was that thing that was this? And then we can't find it and we can't get off of it either. But anyway, the point is, if you know that God controls the storm, then just jump on and write it.
Is this it?
I don't know.
Can you raise your voice to the clouds and cover yourself with
Yes.
a flood of water?
Yes.
Do you send the lightning bolts on their
Yes.
way? Do they report to you? Here we
Yes.
are. Who endows the heart with wisdom and gives understanding to the mind? And who has the wisdom to count the clouds? Who can tip over the water jars of heaven when the dust becomes hard and the clods of earth stick together?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's God.
It is.
God does that.
Yes.
Yes, but I feel like we've well established that.
We have.
Yes.
But also, I mean, okay, so he tips over the jars of water to clod the dirt. Anyway, I don't think that's what it said, but
no. It's when the earth is dusty.
yes.
Yeah.
There's a purpose to it.
Yes.
There's a purpose to the storm.
Absolutely.
I think there's always a purpose to the storm.
Mm-hmm. I agree. There's a purpose to this storm.
Even more so, why aren't we writing it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's this whole brand new concept that just...
Yes.
We're going to come back next week and be like, dude, y'all, I rode my storm and this is what happened.
But I also believe that we need to get good at riding the storm because we're in a season of more storms. I think in this next year, we're going to have to get real good of saddling up.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if we were down on the ground and just going with hit after hit after hit after hit, we would be destroyed. And that's not God's heart for us or his intention.
Right.
Because the truth is that we're in uncertain times.
Right. And the truth is that our battle is not against flesh and blood.
It's
but in the
Spirit.
spirit and the powers in the heavenly realms, but also the weapons of our warfare
Yes.
are also found in the heavenly realms.
Mhm.
We are fully equipped.
Yes, we
are
are.
fully equipped to stand firm in the equippedness.
But if you don't put on your armor,
Yeah.
then some arrows are going to get through. And if you're not spending time with the Lord and you're not getting filled up and you don't go out and get your manna, you're not going to get
I thought you were going to
filled.
say go out and get your man. I was like, go get your man.
Go get your manna. But if you don't do the things that he's providing for you and you don't put on the armor that he's given you, these are all choices that you have.
Truth.
This isn't an automatic thing. They all are
No.
active. They're active things that you
Yes.
have to do and come into agreement with.
Yes. I really wish, and like Beth Moore is always like, that is an active present participle. And
Mhm.
I don't know why I made my voice like that. Like she's more commanding than that. But I don't know my grammar well enough to say like it's an active,
Yeah.
it's an active thing. It's an
Mhm.
action verb.
Yes.
That's all I got. It's an action verb, not a stationary one.
Well, riding a storm is an action. Standing firm is an action.
Yeah.
These are not a rest. Like we're not laying down and letting it take us over.
Yeah. We're not writing it out.
Right.
We're writing it.
Exactly. Yes. No, I like it. I like it. That was really good. Don't laugh at yourself. It was good. It was good. It was great. It was great. Yeah. You have to take an active participation
Yes.
Step in this. It's a stepping out
It is.
into this
It is.
because weapons will be formed
Yes.
against you. And because Jesus has already won the battle,
He's distinguishing the fiery darts. So we just have to saddle up and go.
yep.
Saddle up your horses.
All right.
Durner, Durner.
Okay.
We should stop there.
We're going to stop there. We love you guys.
Tim's shaking his head like, yeah.
And we're going to land the plane.
That's what we've been missing.
Mhm. I just know that he's in the room.
We have no one to tell us to land the plane anymore.
and I've been hearing his deep sighs. So
really, he was grooving in his head to Stephen Curtis Chapman
just now. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We love you. Follow us on social media. Give us a like. Give us a share.
Yes.
Give us a follow.
Yes.
And go over to YouTube and please do the same over there. Please
Yeah.
comment
Yeah.
so that we can raise our algorithm. Get lifted up in the algorithm. Whatever.
We've been
just
talking about
algorithming.
algorithms, like algorithm overload with
All
second
right.
grade math lately. So not the pink one.
No, purple.
It's the purple one.
All right. We love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving if we don't see you before then. Bye.
Bye.
Truth. Whoa, keep my eyes fixed on you. I will sing the truth into the dark.